Good morning, everyone. It's been about 13 months since I've posted a video to my YouTube channel, and I'm back making another ride. And I don't know how many people are still around that were following me before. I didn't have that many subscribers, but anyone that did, I am back, and I intend to resume posting. I'm starting this ride at Douglas Park over in North Cape May, where the ferry departs, the Cape May Lewis ferry departs. And I think I'm going to start this video on a bit of a personal note, explaining my absence for the past year. I think in the last video I posted 13 months ago, either the last video or the second to the last video, I mentioned that my family was going through some personal crises with my children, and that was keeping us up in Pennsylvania almost all the time. We were getting very little time down here in Cape May. This is the 9:30 a.m. departure, leaving Cape May over for Lewis, Delaware. It's about 72 degrees out, so it's pretty nice day. Anyway, we continued to spend the lion's share of our time on those personal crises, and I'm sad to say that my wife and I lost our son on May 31st, the day after his birthday. His birthday was on May 30th, and he passed away the day after his birthday. So we have, since then, we've been dealing with a lot of let me start this up. We've been dealing with a lot of things to settle his probate and sell his house and pay his debts. And also just dealing with the loss of our first son, our only son, our firstborn and oldest and only son. I have to say the outpouring of love and support that we got from so many people was very humbling. People that my wife Nancy and I haven't seen in years came out of the blue to show us a lot of love and support. People that I worked for years ago, and people that worked for me years ago, reached out to us. My son's friends from back in grade school and high school and college all reached out. Some of his classmates from Vanderbilt Law School that don't live in the area flew back to attend his funeral. So we had a lot of love and support that helped us get through the first couple of weeks. You just can't imagine, I guess you can imagine the grief of burying a child. No, it's not something that I would wish on my worst enemy. And we're still going through it. We're still, the house is not sold yet. And there's a lot of complications because his wife left him a couple of years ago, and they were divorced, but neither of them ever changed the name on the deed or the name on the mortgage. So there's a lot of complications that we're dealing with. So anyway, I don't want to go into any more details about that. I just thought I would give an update, since I did mention that there were some crises, and my son's health was one of those crises. So anyway, as I said, it's August 3rd. Just watched the 9:30 ferry depart for Lewis. My grandkids were down here last week. We had a very busy week with them, and I'll fill in more details on what we did when I get over to Cape May. Consistent with my previous rides, I'm going to record a ride over to Cape May. I'll then ride around in Cape May and make a separate video of that. And I'll make a video recording the ride home. So I'm going to record 3 videos today, as I usually did in the past. I don't know that there's going to be anything new to see, but it'll show what Cape May looks like in the summer of 2025. It was a bit strange getting out on the bike yesterday, because I had literally not been on the bike in a year. So I found it to be a little strange getting back on the bike and shifting gears and everything. It comes back after a few blocks, but still was something that felt very odd to me. I don't even know if this GoPro is still working. We'll see after I post it, whether it's working properly or not, and whether the sound works. I normally, in the past, would not ride into Cape May in the middle of the day on a weekend in August, because the crowds would just be prohibitive. But it's early enough in the morning that I think you should be able to get into town without too much trouble. One of the things that I saw in the paper that I thought I would mention on this ride that I found interesting, and when I say in the paper, I'm talking about the local paper down here, the Cape May Star and Wave, not like the Philadelphia Inquirer or anything like that, just a small local paper, was the fact that the U.S. military is producing a film on the Union Bethel Civil War Cemetery located down here, and I made a video on that back in May of 2023, May 1st, I think, of 2023, and I rode my bike back into the cemetery and got off my bike and walked around to show what it was like, because it's really an interesting place that is very unknown. and I found it interesting that the military was going to be making, or is making, a documentary about it, and it's supposed to be released on February 15th. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But if anyone's interested, you can easily go back to my earlier video and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Not much else is new down here in Cape May. There's been some, infrastructure improvements over the course of the past year, and I'll show some of that. But for the most part, nothing substantive has changed. I would say the crowds so far this year are very strong. Businesses should be thriving because, at least in season, it is very difficult to get a dinner reservation. And when my daughter and 3 grandkids were down here last week, to go out and get a reservation for a party of 6, it's even more difficult. But we had a good time. The kids went to the beach a few days. They went jet skiing one day. They went parasailing another day. I made a video that started at the parasailing dock. So if anyone's interested, you can look back and you can find that video. I'm going into town via the West Cape May Bridge. I'm not going over by the marina, the bridge that goes over the canal at the marina. That sign says Higbee's Beach. I also have a video on my channel riding back to Higbee's Beach and getting off the bike and walking around on Higbee's Beach. So if anyone's interested in that, you can look for that on my channel as well. So they went, grandkids went parasailing one day, they went jet skiing one day, they went to the beach a couple of days. One day we took a ride on the ferry over to Delaware, and we went shopping at the outlet stores in Rehoboth, getting them sort of a wardrobe for fall and back to school. And that's always a fun day for the kids. Riding the ferry, they find that to be enjoyable. And I do too. My wife and I enjoy it as well. See, this was really wide open. There's no traffic going into town at all because it's not even 10 o'clock yet. If I came back here in a couple of hours, traffic would be backed up to the bridge, to the foot of the bridge. There's a lot of these golf carts down here now. That's one thing that's changed a lot over the past few years. Every summer there are more and more people that own golf carts, and they jump in their golf carts to come over and ride around in town rather than an automobile. I'm on Broadway. This scenery should be familiar to anybody that has watched my previous videos, because I've come down this road coming into Cape May dozens of times. I counted up, I think I have 200 videos on my channel. So I think I've recorded rides of just about every street in Cape May and North Cape May and the villas, and several up in Wildwood. Yeah, so I learned yesterday that, like anything else, riding a motorcycle is a perishable skill, and I found the first 10 minutes to be uncomfortable, I guess I should say. Changing gears was not as smooth as it should be, but it comes back. You know, it just takes a little getting used to. I'm going to go down to the Cove, and I will end this video at the Cove and start my ride around Cape May itself at the Cove. But that's as good a place as any to stop the ride over here. And they've done some renovations at the Cove, making it better for people that are biking over and riding over in a car. But they built a specific area for bicycles to accommodate people that are riding their bike over to the Cove. My grandson loves to surf, and the Cove is the beach here that everybody goes to surf. The waves are the best there. Best for surfing, I guess. And this is the Cove Beach right in front of me. You can't see the Cape May Lighthouse at this point because of the sand dune in front, but that's why it's called the Cove. And you can see all this area that is built out in front of me for bicycles and people that want to ride their bike here. So anyway, that's it for this ride. Thank you for watching the video, and I will be posting another video momentarily riding around Cape May. Thanks everybody. Take care.